Good morning and welcome to Team Prawn Racing. You might notice I'm not Nick. I am in fact Mrs Prawn. Please never call me that. My name's Victoria and I'm here because Nick keeps going to Kent and as such has not worked on the car at all for ages. So I'm going to do a Q&A with some questions that no one has been asking me. So, what is the best and worst thing about having a car mad husband? Worst thing, he spends quite a lot of time in the garage. Quite a lot of time on track days, quite a lot of time going to races, quite a lot of time driving around to other people's garages, quite a lot of time on forums talking about cars. And everywhere you go, people will talk about cars. So it's quite boring. Best thing though is actually you people. There are so many amazing car people. You are all so weirdly focused on each other and you all help each other out. The amount of times Nick is talking to someone going, oh, I don't know who he is, he just drives a Seat. Or the amount of times going, oh, some random guy from Yorkshire has sent me this to try. It's just amazing how much you all come together.
Have I ever driven the car? Yes. Kinda. Not recently. Not since it was a race car. Okay, I didn't have a licence and Nick let me drive it in a field. And he kept yelling at me to avoid tufts of grass in a field of grass and telling me not to hit the church that was about half a mile away. It's possibly one of the most stressful driving experiences I've ever had. What about as a passenger? No, thank you. Not since it's been a race car. I don't go on track days. I do not go on race days. Doesn't normally have a passenger seat for those, so we'll just be rolling around in the boot. But no, it's not my thing. It's his thing, and he can have his thing. But my thing is not going fast and feeling sick.
What is something that people don't know about Nick? Well, most people assume that he is one of those people who's fastidious in the garage and everything's like hung up on the walls in size order and, you know, that sort of thing. And if I turn round, you will see that this is a hellhole. Although currently there is a floor, so that's different. What is under the hood? Bonnet. So good start. I don't know if it's called a hood or a bonnet. And I'm going to try and tell you what I think these bits do. Oil. Washer fluid. Turbo? This bit? Turbo? Engine. Exhaust. Oh, turbo. Turbo. Turbo? Turbo. Oh, there's two of them. Dipstick. Pipe stuffed with paper. Is that supposed to be there, Nicholas? Or are you missing a bit? Ooh. Pipes that don't go anywhere. There's a bit missing, isn't there? Honestly, don't know. Gearbox. I see these a lot. They come out of cars with horrific frequency. At least the BMW's gone. That one went through gearboxes like nobody's business. Pipe that should be attached to something. There is definitely something missing, but I literally cannot tell you what. Cables. I actually don't know any other car part names to even look for them. I think we've got everything. Sorted.
Right, the big money question. How much do I think Nick has spent on the car? Are we including the cost of German Armco barrier here? No? Okay. Too much. Tens of thousands? I don't know. I don't want to know. Please do not put it in the comments once you've added it all up, because it will make me cry. I do know there have been some people who have massively helped. So obviously Badger 5, Bill and Alex, you two are absolute legends. Rainbird, the amount of money we've saved on editors by getting you to do it all for YouTube is just insane. And there have been so many other people who have helped out on things. Honestly, without them, I have no idea how much this would cost. How much do I think he spent on YouTube stuff? Not enough. Quite low quality production, isn't it?
What did I think about my first race? So Nick started racing during the whole pandemic, which meant that no one's actually been able to go to races apart from his awesome pit crew. Thank you, Luke and Robin, for looking after him. But Silverstone was different. We could all go, and that was strangely scary because I could sort of pretend he wasn't racing, and strangely wonderful because, again, so many car people turned up and so many family members turned up, and it meant that Oliver could see him race, which was so exciting. Him being able to shout "Daddy" every time that he came round was just really cool. What do I prefer, racing or track days? So I am terrified every time Nick is in the car. In fact, the first time he took Oliver out in the car, I cried the whole time they were out until they got back. It was only about 10 minutes. I survived. But track days is just a small amount of terror for a long period of time. And racing is very intense terror for 2 short periods of time, although not that short. Yay for mini endurance racing. So I suppose the racing, because with the live streams and things, I can at least check that he's okay, whereas track days, I don't really know what's going on. What do I think about Oliver getting into all this? Oh God. You know the terror I just mentioned? So much more when it's a tiny person. I know Nick's going to try and make him a car person. And the amount of times he yells, "Go faster, Daddy, go faster!" I think he's going to win. I want him to be a rugby player. First rugby session on Saturday. So we will see who wins that battle, but pretty sure he can probably fit in both. So, additional question. Can I get in and out of the car? Yes, I can get in. No, I cannot get out. I am fully wedged. I've got legs akimbo. I'm all... How am I supposed to do this? So, there you go. If you have any other questions, but if you do, put them in the chat below. Like, subscribe, all that other things YouTubers say. And Nick will be back with you next week with some actual car content. Probably. Oliver starts school this week. We're all a bit terrified. Anyway, good luck out there with your own projects. I watch a lot of them. And I hope you all have a lovely week. Farewell.